Alrighty, welcome back to Destiny 2. We are in the middle of, I suppose, DLCs right now between Forsaken and the next DLC, which I believe is called the Black Armory. It is just about to be Thanksgiving, and we did miss a small event called the Festival of the Lost. And they actually had a couple of cool things. I wanted to play it, and then I just kind of ended up not doing so, which is a shame because they did actually have an event involving the Infinite Forest, which they should have more of. The Infinite Forest should have a whole lot of different activities involving it because it's a forest that's literally about simulating things. So that's a perfect opportunity to just throw random crap there over and over and over again. But it's gone. It was only there for the Festival of the Lost. However, we did get a mission with Amanda Holiday.
Stick around for a while this time, huh?
Which leads to a new
Everybody's
exotic.
got their head in the clouds. Dreaming City, Hive Worm God, War Mind. It's easy to forget about the lives of regular people, even for heroes like you. Remember the Cryptarch in the Reef? I do. His name was Ives. Yeah, that's right. Was. He's dead. And not like all the other Awoken who died in the Reef. Petra says he was murdered.
By who?
She sent me all his stuff. She's got her own problems out on the shore, so this is up to us. Cade taught me a lot of nonsense. But he also taught me that you gotta follow a trail before it goes cold. Keep an eye out for the pages that go in that thing. They're the only clues we're gonna get.
Alright. Now when you say murder, that makes me really think
Custom job, in-house.
some other fishy thing is gonna be going on, obviously, but how many people murder among humanity in this universe? A lot of people, probably. We know plenty about Guardians who go rogue and who kill each other, like out in the wilds and things like that. So that's not really like terribly much of a surprise, but I'm not fully sure. So what do we have to do? Amanda Holiday gave you the Journal of Master Ives, but it's empty. The lost pages are found scattered across the decryption algorithms of legendary and exotic engrams, and in the possession of challenging fallen enemies in the EDZ. Okay. That is, a little bit longer of a mission than I was anticipating, but I want to get this exotic. It's a classic, and so I guess we're just going to have to do a bit of grinding. I don't have any legendary engrams on me right now, so I have to go get some. I think I actually might be able to buy legendary engrams from Rahul.
What can I do for you, Warlock?
But I don't know if they apply for a mission like this. I'm gonna see if this will do anything. Legendary engram, Cryptarch journal page. Hey, would you look at that? These are really expensive though. So I'm only gonna do like 4 of these. Because holy shit, I just spent 100 on that stuff. Okay.
You must prepare and adapt.
I am becoming legendary shard poor, and I don't want to be fully poor. So we're gonna go ahead and head off, I suppose, to the EDZ and do a little bit of general grinding. What the? I got repelled, I guess. I don't know why. I just want my heavy ammo. Wait, hold on. I need something better than this. Shit. I guess I'll just do Queenbreaker for now. It's not the most amazing heavy, but I'll make it work. Alright, so I looked up general tips that the game, or that people have suggested for gathering the pages, and apparently you can just do public events in order to get the pages, which also means I didn't have to spend 100 legendary shards, but to be honest, legendary shards are pretty easy to come by. I had like 900 plus by the time I stopped playing Forsaken, and the only reason I'm really low now is because I kept hopping on once a week. to buy faded engrams. And those cost 97 legendary shards. So, yeah, it ate up a lot of my spare shards when I wasn't actively playing the game to regain them. I'm gonna kill these small fry first.
Keep them hungry.
I'm not trying to sit here and never recover my health. Oh look, we have a level 16 here. I don't know if he's really gonna be able to help me with some of these things, but we'll manage. Hey, I regret this. I put down a Well of Radiance so I could get my Well of Radiance back sooner rather than later, and well, there weren't any enemies. This is a poor public event for this kind of thing. Okay, we triggered the heroic. That's all I wanted.
It's panicking. Right on schedule.
I've done the raid a bunch of times since I beat Forsaken. I still haven't gotten my 1,000 voices. And I might never get my 1,000 voices. Unless Bungie actually adds something helpful for the grinds. All the grinds. I'm hoping Black Armory has a couple of things for that. There we go. I guess we finished the journal piece? I didn't even realize I was gaining the journal pages this entire time. I was just focusing on doing the public event. Yeah, I didn't think so, Mr. Captain. Am I using... I don't even know which...
Servitor down, ether gone, a whole
which scope I'm using.
Fallen are having a very bad day. I expected nothing less from you.
I'm using the long range sight. Okay, that's fine. That's the one I wanted to be using anyways. Ooh, wow, I can zoom pretty quickly. Alright, so what's the next step on this mission? Amanda won't reveal her source, but her efforts have paid off. The Journal of Master Ives is decrypted and points to a new lead, the Fallen. Travel to the European Dead Zone and scour lost sectors in Trostland for clues. Well, there you go. I was right. It wasn't a normal murder. It was the Fallen. So we're gonna have to see where those are. Unfortunately, I've never done every single lost sector with my warlock, so I'm gonna have to see where these are. Atrium, Terminus East, Widow's Walk. I don't know where any of these are. The Drain, Widow's Walk, Atrium, Terminus East. Oh, it's all over there. That's easy. That's fine. I thought it'd be some of the ones that I never went to, that I still need to, and maybe eventually I will. It's always good when you have these missions that do take you to the lost sectors. For hardcore Destiny players, they probably already explored all those places, but for people like me, it's good to have an excuse to be like, oh yeah, I guess I could check that out, because then it just feels like, oh yeah, hey, look at all this neat stuff I can do. You know what? Multitasking. That is what we have to do real quick. We're gonna grab a kill bounty, or a kill patrol.
Get reports that show increased enemy presence near your position. You in the mood for some crowd control?
Although, speaking of bounties, I guess I could go pick up some bounties from our good friend above us. I was gonna say Hawthorne, but you think it's Devram. Yeah, Devram K.
What's the word?
The word is you have some bounties that I could take. Power weapon kills, public events. Oh, look, that would have been good to have.
With that.
I'd love if we had like a bounty board in Destiny 2 that could just give us all the bounties. You know, like in Destiny 1. That was a nice thing to have. Imagine when you select a planet, it shows a list of the bounties and available challenges for you to accept on like the side of it before you go to the destination. That would be really, really nice. I'd like to be able to accept more missions while I'm in space. multitasking in orbit would make me really happy. But then you have some people who are like, no, it's more immersive if I pick it up in person. But honestly, I feel like that kind of fades out for me after like the 100th time that I've had to pick up bounties from someone. Probably a lot sooner, honestly. Whoops, I didn't actually want to do that. Okay, I'm going back to my Nation of Beasts. Okay. All I'm wanting is to gain my super back at a consistent rate. Wait, I can check it in game. There we go. All right. 1 out of the 3 missions done. Or not really missions, but Lost Sector. I'm so tempted to just keep using my Nation of Beasts. It's just a really nice hand cannon. I like making enemies explode. That's why I wish I could have the chromatic fire exotic for the Warlock, the exotic that lets you have enemies explode every time you kill them with a kinetic weapon headshot. I'd love that. Then every weapon would be something like this. I mean, that's just, it's so cool. I don't really feel it does terribly much when you're in scenarios where you're killing enemies that are really spaced out, but that doesn't matter. Because sometimes it really helps, and other times it just looks really cool. And that's all I really want. So Bungie, please, in Black Armory, if we have a way to like get exotics more consistently, I'd be down. Like exotic bounties. I'd be down for an exotic bounty. Something where I had to do a bunch of activities that I pick up from Xur, and that'll give me a guaranteed new exotic. Preferably from the latest expansion, especially since I have pretty much every single exotic, I think, for year 1. The only ones I don't have are ones that are story mission stuff, so like the Sturm and the Rat King. I got those on the console, but I never ended up getting them on PC because I never cared for them. And I still don't care for them, so I just never picked them up. Oh boy. Try not to die. There's also the fact that if you grab one of those bounties, or not bounties, if you do one of those missions, you get the weapon. I think those are added to the pool. I'm not fully sure. That might just be the year 2 exotics. I don't remember people complaining about it too much if they got Rat Kings outside the missions or not. I don't think it's possible. But again, I'm not fully sure about the facts on that. Regardless, I want new exotics. And I specifically want my chromatic fire. If I could just roll things towards something like, oh yeah, you spend 500 legendary shards, or, you know, more reasonably like 100 legendary shards, and then you raise your chance for an item, and you can make it something like once a week. You could raise the chance higher and higher and higher. So, say 1 week, I really want to get the chromatic fire. I raise up my chance by 5% for 100 legendary shards, and I can't raise it again until the next week. Fine, that's okay. The next week happens again. I do it over and over again, and that would be for like just getting random exotics out in the wild. I also think getting random exotics out in the wild should be a little bit more common than it currently is, but that's just... I'd like if I played the game for a couple 100 hours and I got like decently rewarded, and not like I played the game for 200, 300 hours and I only got one thing I wanted. That's always kind of meh. Here's more legendary shards for me to dismantle. Is that gonna be high level? 580? Anything cool? Sniper rifle reserves is kind of okay. Hand cannon targeting is kind of okay. I'll lock it. That is a try-hard build kind of armor piece right there. For if I want to go into like multiplayer using purely hand cannons and snipers. But I probably wouldn't. I like having close range alternatives. I guess the hand cannon's the close range alternative. But yeah, I guess I prefer hand cannons and shotguns. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna use a sniper. I wish this had Rampage as well. I'd be so happy to have a Rampage Dragonfly hand cannon. I'd get so much done. Hey guys, hold on, I'm killing your friend here. I like how it feels like I'm blinding the captain on every shot. It's probably exactly what's happening. Okay, you were supposed to keep going right. Nice. Journal of the Reef Cryptarch. No sign of any clues related to Master Ives, but there's increased fallen chatter coming from the Whispered Falls in the outskirts of the European Dead Zone. Whispered Falls, outskirts. Alright. I'm gonna have to assume that is one of these two zones, so we'll head back over there. I feel like I've probably passed by a lot of heavy ammo, but I'm not entirely sure. Or does it fully matter? You know one thing I want to try out? Hold on, actually. So, I actually have been a little on the more fortunate side with getting some of the Year 2 exotics. Oh, I don't have the World Line 0. Oh, but that's one that I think you have to earn. You might be able to get it randomly too. Huh. Good to know. I can go get a faded engram possibly for that. But anyways, we got the Black Talon, and I immediately like dismantled it as soon as I got it, but I want to try it out. Okay, Black Talon. What are your special stats? Powered sword kill grants sword ammo. That's pretty cool. I don't have an ornament. It doesn't have any ornaments for it. Queensbreaker doesn't have any ornaments either. Ah. Fires a long-range precision arc bolt that blinds enemies on hit. Cool. I didn't know it did that. Okay. I want to give this a proper try, because I never used it. Ever. But it could be fun. I just have to remember how it's used. Cool. Of course, now I'm out of ammo. Swords are always constantly running out of ammo, which is why I don't really use them. But I figure I might as well try it out here. Don't worry, Blueberry. I've got you covered. Alright, let's skedaddle. Is the rabbit gonna come out? Always does. It is always in that spot. It never learns. After 2 years, it's always gonna stay in that exact spot. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm looking for the falls. No one's here, so yeah, I'm gonna chill. Whispered Falls. I don't know where that is. But I'm going to assume there's a waterfall or something next to it. But it could be referring to the location on the inside. Also, credit where credit's due, Bungie added the fact that you can look at places and see the names of them. in a patch like a month ago, which it should have been there beforehand so he could figure out where the hell you need to go whenever you had missions that referred to a specific place. Ooh, nice. We guessed it on the first try. Cool. But still, I'm glad the feature is in now. Now I just actually go to those places so I can look at the names. Or I could just remember the lost sectors of like 5 different planets. Even if I've never been in them. I don't think that's a great option though. Ooh, nice. I killed his friend. I mean, I also killed him, but I'm just happy that they were able to die together in the same moment from the same bullet. Technically. Of course, I have to wonder how the Nation of Beasts fares in higher level content. I actually tried to use my super there. It just refused me. It outright was like, nope. I don't know why. Here. You gonna show up? You're a captain. You can't just be hiding like this. Or you can. Here he comes. Alright, I gotta come up here. Stop hiding, you coward! You are captain of the Fallen. You don't really amount to much in comparison to everybody else, but you know what? We feel slightly bad for you guys. You're not the absolute worst. You're just kind of on the general path for the most part. But I'm pretty sure there's actually a Fallen who is a part of a fire team, a Guardian fire team now. So, ooh, they're setting up things. Okay. Amanda reached out to you with a simple message. Found him. Visit her at the tower and see what she's learned. Okay, we're heading back to the tower. Alright, Amanda, what have you found out? Have you figured out who killed
Can't believe
Ives?
what they did to his robe. Treated it like a trophy. Even a puffed up cryptarch doesn't deserve to end up like that. Nobody does. I was out of ideas, so I showed Rahul what you found. His face when he found out. Like it had happened to him. A couple hours later, I get some coordinates on my terminal for a fallen transmat pad in the EDZ. I can't read where it's pointing, but it's somewhere they don't want you to be. This is our chance. Head back across the pond, use that transmat, and get ready for trouble.
All right. It's time for us to head back to the EDZ and I think a special location. How do I get to it? I guess I have to... Okay. I have to transmat. I have to actually go back to the place we just left and then get teleported. That's one way to handle it, Bungie. I already know where we're gonna be heading up because Bungie tweeted about it themselves, like the day they actually had this mission released, which I guess that's fine. But it definitely would have been nice, tiny little bonus for me there. Now, in terms of what Amanda Holiday just said, I don't know. I feel like Year 1 Destiny or like release Destiny Rahul, I wouldn't mind seeing him get a little bit roughed up. Remember when you could get an exotic engram and it could turn into a blue? Yeah, that's dumb. Okay. I don't know why it wants me to go into there. It's like pointing me down the hole, but I need to go. Maybe Maybe it thought I was kind of down there anyways, and it was actually telling me to go up. Oh. We got another Cade lore page. Those are like pure RNG, so I have no idea whenever they're just gonna randomly show up. I don't even particularly care too much about getting the Triumph titles. I just kind of accept that they are very long, grindy things. And some of which still require a little bit of RNG, and that's kind of dumb. It should always just be stuff that you can always do at any time. Or stuff that you can be guaranteed to be able to do at a certain time. Such as doing missions, doing raids, doing challenges for the raids, that kind of stuff. But I've seen that there are some parts of the title challenges that require you to get like lore pages or certain loot, and that's no bueno. Do I get ammo back for right-clicking on enemies? It seemed like we kind of did, but it might only happen every other kill or something. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, no, definitely didn't get any ammo back. Now, I don't think I have to kill this guy. I could probably just hold E on the teleporter, but that'd just be rude. And I am anything... I was gonna say an ungentlemanly guardian, but I don't think that grammatically makes sense. You know one good thing about the sword? I don't have to reload it when I get the ammo. Okay. Where are we heading? I mean, I already know, but just teleport us. And I guess by teleport, I mean bring us up to our ship and then bring us back down.
Okay, got your signal. Where'd you end up?
Whew.
Oh, my cotton socks. The Cosmodrome. Sit tight there. I scrambled your location. Zavala won't know you're breaking the quarantine on old Russia. Do me a solid and stick to the wall, okay? All hell's gonna break loose if the big guy finds out you're there. Meantime, I'll keep you covered. See if you can find any clues nearby. And track down the fallen bastards that did this. After all, you've got some practice.
Explore the Cosmodrome! Exclamation point! Oh my god, we're back in a Destiny 1 location! Temporarily. What do you have to say about this, Ghost?
That's where your ghost found you, huh? Wonder if you were part of the Exodus or someone who came along after. Someone who picked the wrong place to hide from the fallen.
Oh. Okay, well that's not really... That's not my ghost, but I'm fine with getting a little bit of dialogue from Amanda. We don't really get enough of a chance to just kind of chat with her. And I use the word chat very loosely. Okay, Invisible Boy. You can't hide from a punch to your face. Although considering how many enemies will sometimes go invincible in this game, you could always try some other tricks. Whoa.
Used to be the Fallen pretty much owned the Cosmodrome, and then they just split. Right before the Legion hit us. That's a lot of stuff. Some of it real useful. I put a tarp on something you're not coming back for. Unless they did come back after all.
I mean, we're killing Fallen here, so I mean, technically they're here. They came back. Someone's been trying to set up shop, even if it is only the people who killed Ives. So there are a bunch of things to scan. I want to see if there's anything I can rub my face on here. I wish we could just have like this big marker showing where everything is. I could also like look up scannables, but I'm also fine not like getting every single one. I'm just doing some general exploration. Oh! Oh boy. I didn't expect him to actually kick my butt pretty hardcore there. Is there anything else to scan? I think I remember seeing something about some cars by the gate being scannable. I wish to know more about how Amanda Holiday feels about this whole situation. And yeah, maybe even get some other extra information, like say, what are we quarantining the Cosmodrome for? Is it because of Siva? Is Siva gonna actually get directly referenced at some point again? In-game? Because that'd be good. I'd love if Siva made a comeback. It's just taken over by a bunch of other people. I'd like that. Especially because it would respect us as older players, as year one players. I like the color correction that clearly goes away when you walk up to that spot. Okay, I'm moving on. If I truly wanted to find out everything Holiday has to say, I can look it up. Huh. I was expecting them to do a, whoa, Jesus, a callback and have a Fallen crawl on a wall or something. You know, fine. Those guys that are pretty significant distance, I'll use a scout rifle. For a while, scout rifles were in a really bad spot. And by a while, I mean like pretty much a solid month, and maybe a month and a half? It took them a long time to buff the damage of scout rifles back up to an acceptable area. And so I don't even know if any of the scout rifles are good from Forsaken. But I'm willing to try them out. I just sometimes feel my pulse rifle, my Go figure, gets work done. The more consistently I can, like, kill an enemy in a single headshot, the more I trust the gun. Which is why I kind of typically trust the hand cannon quite a bit. Anyways, this is nice to see a Destiny 1 location brought back. I'd love to see more. I'd love to have the entirety of Destiny 1 brought into Destiny 2. That'd be pretty swell. Especially for the PC people who never had a chance to play it. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, alright, I'm just gonna teleport down. I was expecting someone to drop in from the roof. Oh, he's crawling out of the pipe! You know what? You know what? I see what they're doing here. In like the very first time they ever showed off Destiny gameplay. It was in this exact location. And they had a giant captain crawl out of a vent. And they got the Thunderlord from him. And so ain't that quaint. Don't mind me just taking advantage of my Phoenix protocol because I'm just gonna need more supers. Couple ammo. So for the people who don't know, the Phoenix protocol allows you to gain your super energy back every time you get a kill or somebody in your radiance gets a kill. So you basically get your super back really fast. That's 30 seconds to regain your super, which is way faster than you normally expect. I think we're finally alone. Kickless murderer? I like to think that's legitimately his entire name. This is Kickless Murderer. Why do they call him that? He just likes to kill people. It's his favorite hobby. Should we dissuade him from that? No! Everyone should be passionate about something. He's passionate about killing. Fine. You want to do ground stomps and prevent my melee weapon from doing what I want it to? I'll use my right click. Oh boy. Okay. He set me pretty hardcore into the wall. I was worried for my life. Oh! I saw on my radar that there was someone next to me, and I was sitting there wondering what was going on. Rudrix 9. Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna need to focus down on him first. I should probably grab some ammo. Ooh, is that heavy ammo? Because I need that. Yes, it is! Nice! There, Master Ives has been avenged. We hardly knew him. I really didn't spend terribly much time in the Reef hub, but no, it's good that nobody gets away with doing these kinds of things to our people. Escape the Cosmodrome. I guess we have to leave. Oh. Oh. I was gonna go back and go scanning shit, but if you're gonna start playing Rise of Iron music, I have to oblige. I have to kill. It is what an Iron Lord must do. Even if the game doesn't recognize me as an Iron Lord anymore. What matters the most is I know the way of the Iron Banner. But will the Fallen provide more of a fight? Will they send more forces to stop me? You can't play this hype music and then just stop so immediately. There's gotta be some other people outside. And I'm ready to fight them.
That's it, huh? We got him. Something's still bugging me about this, though. Get back to that teleporter when you can. But listen, I don't think my little trick is gonna fool Zavala twice. This might be the last time you ever set foot in the Cosmodrome.
Man.
See you back in the tower.
Bungie, shut up. You should totally be allowed to be back in the Cosmodrome. More times. It's what the people want. Being able to see every location that we've ever been in Destiny, whenever we're feeling reminiscent or we just want to mix things up, that's only for the better. You can't just tease us with little things of like, oh man, does this make nostalgic? And then go, yeah, well, we're never gonna do it again. No! We want more. Please. We're probably never gonna get a Destiny 1 remastered on PC. But I definitely think it would have been an amazing thing. Imagine if in Destiny 2. Destiny 2 had been just a massive expansion for Destiny 1 and a massive upgrade to a new engine. And you could swap back and forth between the timelines to just kind of explore content. Alright. Return to Amanda Holiday. Master Ives has been avenged. Return to Amanda Holiday to wrap up. Let's get our reward. Alright, Amanda. The deed has been done. I've slain quite a lot more Fallen.
Good to pay old Russia a visit, huh? A lot of memories back there.
Oh yeah.
I still think we're missing something. What were the Fallen really after? Why go after some cryptarch from the reef? Well, that's above my pay grade. Meantime, you should probably have this. I found it in his stuff. One last trinket he don't need. And thanks, Guardian. Not everybody's lucky enough to get avenged.
You're welcome. And don't worry, I continue to avenge people. Cade, Ives, anybody else. Amanda's not convinced that the story is over, but she wishes to thank you all the same. Nice.
Heal the universe, or whatever. Hey.
Heal the universe or whatever. Yeah, no, we'll try. Oh, hey, look. I can just spam my sword to constantly glow with the light of a true Guardian. Now I'm gonna go ahead and decrypt this at Rahul. Although I had read like a small funny lore thing in that Ives didn't like Rahul.
Not bring back our lost archives.
But that's tough. He doesn't get to choose who I'm gonna use this on or decrypt it with. I'm too lazy to go back to the farm right now. I just want my engram. Alright. Ives' last engram. Petra avenged and trusted Amanda Holiday with all of Master Ives' possessions. Now that the Cryptarch's death has been avenged, this engram belongs to the Guardian who brought that justice. Nice. And now we have the Thunderlord. The first heavy machine gun in Destiny 2. But it was a machine gun in Destiny 1, so I mean it's not that new. But we're getting the heavy machine gun class weaponry back, so this is nice to have. Apparently it's gonna have an ornament too. Let's see. Kills with this weapon generate lightning strikes from above. That sounds awesome. Armor-piercing rounds, lightning rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. Continuous damage generates lightning strikes. Kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time. Dude, this thing might be pretty amazing.
Speak
with
to me not of the darkness. I want no part.
With something that reloads weapons, whether it's my well of radiance or my other wells, the empowering rift, things like that, or a Titan barricade. That sounds pretty awesome. I want to read this damn thing, but everyone wants to talk around me. Shut up over there. I'm trying to read lore. Okay, Thunderlord. They return from fields afar. The eye has passed. The end nears. Do not fade quietly. Let thunder reign again. Two they were, artists and scientists. Music flowed in their souls and rained from their lips. Not weapons of war they made, but instruments of peace. The thunder fell, and they were cast apart. Their love was sundered as the world collapsed. They sang in pain and sought to reunite, but crimson eyes glowed in the dark. Their union was not to be. He held death in his hands. Stars burned in his footsteps. In her, the conflagration was reborn. The funeral pyre lit. Conflagration, I apologize if I say it wrong. And so forever after, their love fuels death. Their last words, a curse and a cry. Their names are now lost, but their love will not die. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. I wonder if it also ends up referring to some of the other variations of the Thunderlord. Because you could get various Thunderlord variations in Destiny 1 of the other elemental types. And so that's always something that'd be nice to have. Wow, look at all these sniper rifle things. Maybe I do want to be able to carry more sniper rifle ammo. I'll consider it.
All done.
Well, alright. That was a tiny, small little mission. Nothing of incredibly high depth, but it was a nice thing to have, I guess, to kind of bring us forward into the Black Armory DLC, which will be reintroducing more heavy machine guns. And once, I believe in like pretty much a week from me playing this, this mission's gonna be gone either forever or until like the next Festival of Lost or something. So yeah, there was a limited time to do it, and well, we accomplished it. So I will see you guys, I suppose, in the Black Armory DLC, or if they do something else in between, I'll probably try and check that out. For now, see you later.